Hi there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today we're getting into a whole Space NK haul that includes Sisley makeup and Olaplex. So I took advantage of a flash sale that they had at spacenk.com in the US, and I picked up some really, I think hopefully are going to be great Sisley products, some favorites that people seem to really like. And I also picked up some Olaplex, and one of their new launches is a hair treatment that used to only be available in the salon, so I wanted to finally try that out. So I'm going to be trying on the makeup today. I will be doing a separate video on how to use the Olaplex system, and I'm going to try it out for the first time and give you my thoughts. And we're going to get into it. Let me first show you what I purchased from Space NK. I picked up the Sisley Fond de Tint Anti-Age. This is the anti-aging foundation, and I got it in 0.R vanilla. Hopefully this is gonna work for me. Very excited to try this out. I also picked up another complexion product. This is the Sisley Stilo Lumiere Stylo, and this is in #1, and it's kind of a concealer slash brightening pen. I also picked up a lipstick, which I absolutely love the packaging. This is the zebra gold packaging, and this is #20 Rose Portofino. It's like a magnetized packaging, and even the bullet. I mean, look at the carved out gorgeous design of it. And then you have the Sisley name. I mean, I don't even want to use it. It's just so darn pretty. One of the prettiest lipsticks I've ever owned, I mean, with this case. And then it comes with a velvet pouch. I mean, how classy is that? Nice little hat. I also picked up the Fido Leveris Perfect lip liner in nude. I heard their lip liners are really good, so I picked up this. And that's it for the makeup. And then the Olaplex, I'll show you. This is the #0 treatment. This is the new at-home bond building treatment, and it looks like this. It's very liquidy, and you're supposed to use it with the #3, and it comes, this set comes with these 2 products. This is a little sample of the #3. I knew this isn't going to be enough, so I picked up the full #3. So we're going to get into that a little bit. I'm going to do a separate in-depth video on this one though. Alright, perfume of the day. I'm looking at Diptyque's Eau de Menthe. This little sample here. And I don't remember loving this one, but I think it's been popular or rated well for some reason. And it is minty, but like musky minty. It reminds me, I'm probably totally off on this, but the men's fragrance from Calvin Klein Obsession. I'm feeling a lot of undernotes of that, which I do not like that fragrance because it reminds me of a particular person. But it smells very like a men's fragrance to me, and not that that's a bad thing, but I wanted more earthy, and with the mint, and you do get some mint, but I think the other stuff behind it kind of overpowers it. So I'm not a fan, but it's strong. I mean, people seem to like it. I haven't found a Diptyque fragrance that I really love, but I haven't tried all of them. Moving on, so I'm gonna apply my Sisley stuff, plus some other, you know, makeup to complete the look. I am super excited. So this is my first time really trying any Sisley makeup ever. I have tried some of their skincare, mostly the Black Rose cream mask, which I love. I got it at Costco. It's amazing. It just absorbs into your skin like super fast, but it's so expensive. They do have Sisley available on Selfridges, which I've been tempted to buy from that website because it's a bit cheaper. But, you know, with this flash sale, it was a 40% off flash sale, and yeah, the makeup, I'll just go over pricing really quick. So for the foundation, alright guys, we have moved into the nighttime, and so I'm in a different room. So I wanted to give you the prices and savings, and I actually checked on the USA Space NK website. Flash sale is still going on. I looked up Sisley just to get a sense of the price and the savings, and looks like there's still stuff available. By the time this goes out, hopefully the flash sale is still going on. If not, just be aware that these type of sales happen on Space NK, and this time it did include Sisley. It wasn't every brand on the website or anything like that. Otherwise, I think people would be going a little bit crazy. But there was some significant savings, and I compared the sale price to what Selfridges is selling Sisley at, and this sale was definitely worth checking out. So with the foundation, I have this normally retails for $173. Now, like I said, I know Selfridges doesn't charge that much for this foundation, but it's still a lot. So with the sale, I got this for $103. So it's almost like $70 some off. That's a lot, right? And it's an expensive foundation, and I've never really bought a $100 foundation before. So hopefully this works out. This is going to be a full first impressions video, of course, and I'm going to try it on, but I'm very nervous. I'm also a little nervous about the shade, as usual. Picking out shades on the internet, it's not great. Not ideal. With the lip liner, this is normally $58, which sounds about right. I know it was like around $50. I got this for $34. Now, this doesn't include tax. So there was some tax with everything, and I'll talk about the totals in a second, but from $58 to $34, it's pretty good savings, and I've heard that this lip liner is really good, so that's why I bought it. Otherwise, I probably really would have only picked up like one product, but all of these I've kind of been curious about. Now the Stilo Lumiere is a highlighter pen. I don't know, for some reason I thought it was concealer. We're gonna see what it's like. Kind of like concealer. This is normally $66. I got it for $43. I don't know if any of this stuff is gonna be worth it. We're gonna check it out. 0.08 ounces, 2.5 milliliters. Lipstick. Lipstick's normally $58. I got this for $34. So I thought it was a good deal for this brand. If you're, I mean, I think this brand's out of most people's price ranges. It probably is out of mine as well, but I'm a little crazy on beauty stuff. Sometimes I go without eating fancy meals or great meals, or go without so I can afford beauty sometimes. Just kidding. Let's talk about Olaplex. I did not get this on sale. This is not part of the flash sale, just to be clear. The launch kit was $28, so this is the kit. Little sample size of number 3. This is the full size 0. I would rather have just gotten this and the other one sort of separately. Or I think they should probably just sell these together full size, since this is essentially step 1 and step 2 for the treatment. But these were both $28. Total, my order came out to be $300, and there was $23 on tax, so it was $277 excluding tax. So those are the prices. That's what the sale's like in US dollars on the US website. If you were to buy this stuff on the UK, I'm not sure how the savings translates. Hopefully sort of similarly. Before I try on the makeup, I briefly want to talk about Olaplex, just so you guys can hear about it before I really dig into the makeup stuff. Alright, so a lot of you may wonder what Olaplex is. It's really exploded in popularity. But I have tried number 3 before by itself. I haven't tried anything else, and I wasn't super impressed with this, just trying this on its own. I didn't really notice any softness or difference. And I think part of the problem is this isn't a lot of product. This 3.3 ounces, and it's pretty expensive for how much you get. Because this is $28, almost $30. You can get this on sale, like Sephora, if they do their Sephora sale. You can get this on sale, so that is a good idea because the holiday sale is coming up, I think, at the end of October, beginning of November. So with this, why I wanted to get this again is because these go together, and this is the number 1, Zero Treatment. And I guess this says I'm professional inspired, but from what I understand, this is the same as the one in the salon. I watched a YouTube video, and this kind of got me excited. Nadine Baggett was really getting into Olaplex, and she has a lot of breakage in her hair, so she, you know, does the professional treatment and all that. And so Olaplex is a patented and proprietary technology, proven hair reparative system, trusted by stylists worldwide. It's a bond building treatment best used as a 2-part system with number 3, hair perfector, to strengthen and repair all types of damaged hair. You apply to dry hair, saturate from root to tip, leave on hair for 10 minutes, do not rinse. Then apply a generous amount of number 3 to saturated hair and wait 10 minutes. I don't know if that means you saturate your hair with the product rather than wet hair. Rinse, shampoo, and condition as usual. It has aminopropyl diglyl. I think that's the proprietary ingredient. This, I have a lot of hair, so this doesn't look like it's gonna really last me that long either, but I was worried that this wasn't gonna be very much. I'm not gonna be a one-to-one to coat my hair with this and this for that many uses. So I picked up the full size, and we'll see how well in conjunction I use them. But I think we're supposed to use this like 2 to 3 times a week. And then it's supposed to sort of help with my damaged hair with breakage. It says, so I'm reading the directions of number 3, and it says use before shampooing, not a conditioner. It's a bond builder. Use 1 time per week for damaged hair, 2 to 3 times per week. Apply on damp towel dried hair, scalp to ends, 10 minutes. Rinse from hair for best results. Okay, I'm wondering, I think you put this on dry hair, then you wet the hair, and then put this on, and then I think what Nadine was saying is after your hair dries, the product doesn't really work anymore. It only works if it's wet. So I'm gonna have to read the back of this maybe, and that will explain. I don't love the lack of directions. Maybe I'm just a little dense. I don't want to give you the wrong directions. I'm going to use this in another video, and we'll explore how to actually use it first. Maybe you guys know already. If you've already used this, let me know. But I'm excited. It's supposed to be a real bond builder at home. It's supposed to be similar to the salon or the same treatment. I'm not really sure how close it is, but I'm excited to try it. I think from what she said, the first use, you're not going to be able to tell. I got to keep using it. So this is a patience thing, but $28 each. I'm not going to the salon a lot, so I'm investing kind of a lot in home care just to sort of see what works and what doesn't. A lot of complexion and lip stuff to try out today from Sisley. Let's talk about packaging real quick. First of all, gorgeous, classic packaging. So they have like a red and white and gold packaging theme, it seems like. And with these being my first Sisley products, I mean, this is the foundation box. You have these stripes. It is super gorgeous. I wish they had more shades. I mean, everyone loves more shades. I think this is super nice. And the foundation, I'm worried about. Like the plastic cap, I like the gold, but it just feels like the cap could be a little bit weightier. It's like super light plastic. But this nice gold pump looks really cool. It's an ounce, so typical for foundation, 30 milliliters. But this packaging is like really pretty. Yeah, for sure. I just wish the cap was maybe a little bit lighter, and it's a little bit difficult to get back on. I don't know if this is only supposed to go on and off a certain way. There's like a little lip inside. Okay, interesting. The lipstick is probably my favorite packaging. This is the box. It's red, completely red with a little bit of gold and black. Really nice. Made in Italy. So I have 20 Rose Portofino. I mean, is that a standout bullet or what? I mean, look at this. This magnetized. It may not appear so, but it is. And you know, this is the bullet. It doesn't look like a huge bullet, but you know, pretty typical probably. How much is in here? 1 ounce, 0.1 ounce, 3.4 grams. Let's do a quick comparison of some other lipsticks. So the Tom Ford Casablanca lipstick. Does not say how much is in here. Yeah, I have no idea. The Pat McGrath Luxe Trance. This is 0.4 grams. Sorry, 4 grams, 0.14 ounce. So a little bit less than the Pat McGrath. Sorry guys, don't have a lot to compare to, but it seemed a little bit small, and it seems like that's probably the case. It looks like my bullet is sweating a little bit. Maybe it's still warm in here. But I mean, look at that bullet. Like, how pretty. Love this. I love that it comes in this velvet sort of little home. It's so cute. This is so cute. It has the S. I mean, who wouldn't want to pull that out of their bag? With the Stylo Lumiere. This is the packaging. This is the box. Got a colorful Sicily in the bottom. And this, of course, is the component. It looks like you twist to get the product to come out, and this is like a sponge foam applicator kind of a thing, which makes me a little bit nervous. But this is a highlighter pen to boost the complexion's radiance, eliminate shadowy areas, illuminate the eyes, and visibly smooth fine lines and wrinkles. Alright, that's cool. This is the shade 1, Pearly Rose. I have no idea what that's really gonna look like. And then last but not least, we have the lip liner with lip brush and sharpener. This is the Fido Live Riz Perfect. And this is the nude one. Smooth and soft texture for easy application. Enables a defined line around the lip contour. Prevents lipstick from feathering. Long-lasting cocoa butter nourishes. No perfume added. Cool, cool. This is the packaging. This is the component, and let's open this up. I did not realize there was a brush on the end. That makes this worth the money almost. It's a little bit stiff, but yeah, I mean, you can blend out your lip liner right here with the product. I mean, that's pretty damn cool. And then we have the lip liner. I'm a little concerned about the color. The color that I was really looking for was a little bit rosier, but they were sold out. Like a lot of the stuff I wanted, my main choice would be sold out. Alright, let's kind of get into foundation, shall we? I want to read the little insert on the foundation. It says, a truly complete anti-aging foundation to bring radiance to the complexion, smooth the skin, and plump the face. More radiant, innovative complex of 2 micas offers a healthy glow effect and luminosity satin finish. Ultra pure pigments create luminous shades that are close as possible to the skin tone. Skin is smoother, unique smoothing base, blurring effect. It says it's supposed to help with aging, anti-aging. I don't know. If I use this all the time, I'm gonna look younger. Spread the product on the tips of your fingers. Apply the product by patting lightly over the whole face. Smooth foundation with circular strokes starting from the middle of the face, moving outwards, start at the base of the face and work upwards to smooth lines. It sounds like this might be a little bit luminous, which I am kind of oily, so this may not have been the best choice, but I just really wanted to try it and I hadn't heard some good things about it. Just trying to like get rid of some of these oils. So I'm going to be using my Scott Barnes glass palette and we're going to apply some product. I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge and we're going to get into it. Ooh, a little bit nervous, a little bit nervous. So you guys can see here. Ooh, it looks pretty runny. As you could hear, this is a glass bottle, which is cool. I'm just gonna put a whole bunch on the palette. Am I supposed to shake this? It looks a little bit runny, no? Yeah? Look at that. And then some chunks in there, a little bit thick as well. It kind of smells like sunscreen. It says oil-free. Not sure if this is fragrance-free. Long-lasting, it claims. Non-comedogenic. So I'm not smelling fragrance. To me, it's more of a sunscreen smell. So I suppose that's good. We're gonna apply it to the face and see if I can smell it any better. But I'm just gonna tap this on. The color might be okay. It kind of smells like paint. Not very strong paint, but kind of a weird chemical smell. Yeah, just a little bit odd. But we are plopping this on and it doesn't look too heavy, which I'm happy about. But I did do a lot of pumps. So this definitely doesn't seem like you're gonna get full coverage very quickly with this one. So I don't think I necessarily need more, but I want to do a little bit more. Just because I think I could use a little bit more. But it definitely looks like a nice finish so far. It's funny how you're supposed to go in upward motion for wrinkles. Okay. I'd say this is medium coverage at its best. That looks good. I'm happy with this amount of coverage. I think it looks pretty nice. I'm definitely a bit glowy, as you can see. But I'm not mad at it. I like having a glowier option. Usually I have matte or more of a matte satin matte. But I don't have like a lot of glowy kind of stuff. I definitely feel that, although I think it's still sort of soaking in. So I do kind of want to give it a minute before I decide this is what it's supposed to look like. And I think the color isn't bad. It definitely looked really peachy on the palette. So remember, this is 0.R vanilla. I think there's, you know, a little bit of disconnect from my neck to my face. My face might be a little more yellow. We'll see how much it darkens up. It's not like so dewy or so rich that I already look like an oil slick, which is, that's good. But it still seems to be setting up a little bit. It's nice. This Stylo Lumiere on my hand first, because I don't quite expect or know what to do with this. And hopefully I can see if there's anything coming out. Hopefully I'm going the right direction. What the heck is happening? Oh, I see product. You guys see that? On the tip there? Oh yeah. This definitely looks like a concealer and not so much a highlighting pen, because you got some color there. Weird. Oh boy. This feels really creamy, almost like a balm. Alright, we're gonna put this on my face under the eyes and see how this goes. Oh, this applies really smoothly, actually. See if my under eye looks younger with this. How nice. Again, doesn't really smell. Just kind of chemically. I'm going to use my little sponge to blend this out. Kind of a more of a dewier product, not dry, matte sort of concealer that you might be used to. But if you like a really light sort of concealer to brighten up your eyes that does not dry out your under eye, I think this would probably be a really good option. Normally be comfortable with another layer under here because it's not super coveragey, but it does give me a little something extra underneath my eyes. Interesting. Very different texture than I'm used to for a concealer kind of a product. So I want to go ahead and wait just a little bit before I start kind of powdering. I do want to do luminizer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Just a little bit right here, just to glow up things a bit. So when you see Lumiere, I'm kind of thinking of this kind of a glow, but I'm glad that the Sisley brightening pen is really just a peach sort of concealer. Alright, this is how my face is looking so far. I'm pretty happy. It's a little less tacky now, but I can see why this would be kind of a luminous foundation, a little bit glowy. It's not matte. It's not sticky or tacky looking either. I'm going to do a little bit of powder just for good measure. But before that, I'm going to use my Le Beiges from Chanel, the bronzer, the cream bronzer that everyone talks about, and I have been loving this. This is a new product for me, even though it's been around for a long time. This is the new formula. And I just love how a natural kind of golden glow you can get with just a few taps without all the sun damage. Just an easy glow. You don't have to really know how to use bronzer, just know where to put the cream. Just kind of where the sun likes to hit you. Really, really nice product. Okay, so the powder I was gonna put on just for this, the Go Condo. This is the natural, my Fancy natural lighting powder. And I don't want to go too heavy because we're going to kind of maintain this glowy foundation concealer thing we have going. But I do kind of want to set things in my T-zone a little bit, just because I got some pores. For those of you that like a little bit of shine on your forehead, you don't have to powder that area, but for me, nose and around the nose is a real sensitive spot where I get real shiny. I'm not picking up tons of product. I'm just kind of using remnants around the perimeter of this container. So still really nice, kind of a glowy finish going on here. All right, let's do blush. And then we're gonna do highlight. So blush, I'm using the Jill Stewart, I think this is the Bloom palette. This is Baby Lilac. Very bright blush. I'm gonna go in with a light hand here. Kind of swirling that around. Highlighter, I'm using the Guerlain Meteorites Pearl Dust palette, and these are all highlighters you sort of mix together. So I'm just going to do a big swirl and pop on some of this highlight on top of my liquid highlight. I like to double up on a highlight, especially we're doing some glow up type of a look. So love this highlighter, by the way. It's just so easy breezy. I feel like the foundation hasn't darkened up too much, maybe a little bit. I think it could have been a little less peachy rosy, I suppose. Just looking at my neck. I don't know, I'm pretty fair. I'm going to use the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel on my eyebrows. Before we move on to lips, I do want to apply some eyeshadow. And I'm going to tap into Tom Ford's Meteoric Quad. I did do a whole separate video on this, and I was a little disappointed in this purple shade. It just doesn't really show up that well. It's not super glittery. Doesn't really look that purple, but the rest of the palette's fine. I was so bummed about this because I like Tom Ford. I'm not using any primer on my eyes. I'm just going in. I go in with Meteoric with my finger. You can see not a whole lot of color payoff. There we go, we have a little bit of shine on the lids. I think the point of this palette is to look like there are little tiny stars on your eyelids. I think I kind of got that point across. But it's just not a lot of densely packed or colored glitter. It's really, really fine glitter. So it's a sophisticated palette. I just don't know that these colors are really that exciting. So I kind of was disappointed with this palette, and I still feel this same way using it again. You know, sometimes it just doesn't take long when you're using a palette and you're like, yeah, this one is not my favorite. And I don't think there's anything really wrong with the formula. It's just a little bit boring for how much you pay for this. I just want something a little cooler and different. So there you have eyeshadow. I do want to do a little bit of eyeliner. I'm going to use the Wayne Goss Eye Kohl pencil, the Essential in Precious Opal. This is kind of the glittery, shimmery brown, although in my opinion you can barely see the shimmer. Alright, just a little bit of eyeliner. As I said, I don't really think you can see the sparkle. Yeah, it's barely there. I'm using the Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes mascara. This is her first mascara. At first I didn't like it. I wouldn't buy it again, just gonna be honest, but I like it more now than I did when I first got it. And I don't know why, really. I think it does a pretty good job of depositing a lot of product pretty quickly. I know for you, those of you that do not like any clumping or chunks may not like that. I don't mind it because I don't have a lot of lashes, so the chunky bits is what gives me that volume. Yeah, I don't mind this one. It's just, it could be, I think it's the brush, I don't know, it could be better. I'm liking my skin so far. Concealer is a bit different, it's real light, but you know, I like the fact that my under eyes aren't gonna look so powdery and dry. Alright, so I pretty much have my whole face done except for the lips, and we're gonna use the nude lip pencil. I do have the eyeliner that goes with it. I don't think I mentioned that before when we talked about packaging, but you get all of this, and remember there is a lip liner brush on one end, which I think is so cool. So we're going to use this guy. It does not need to be sharpened, but this is the sharpener, and we're just going to do an outline. Alright, I think that applied really smoothly actually. It's not like my ideal lip liner color because it's a little warm and brown, whereas I'm definitely redder and cooler on my lips. I have a little bit of foundation on my lips, but you know, it's still a nice kind of a neutral color. It's not bad. This did apply really smoothly, and it doesn't feel dry, which is good. The pencil does feel a little bit hard, but the smoothness when I was applying was pretty great. I could see why people like this lip liner. So I'm going to go ahead and use the lip brush to kind of blend this out. Natural, but it's still there. Alright, I'm excited for the lipstick. Also, don't want to ruin it. Alright, Here we go, taking it off. I'm so nervous. Okay, here we go. So it's a little bit of a brown, pinky brown, brownie toned, rosy toned kind of look, but I like that it's cooler. I think if I was to do a nude shade, this would be more my route. You still see I have some color to my lips, but it's not loud or anything like that. Definitely subdued, but a little bit of fun. I like the shade. I will say I like the sort of very defined features of the lip tube because of the lipstick, because it makes it so these sharp angles you can really kind of line your lips and get into these little peaks really easily without like a brush, and you probably won't even need a lip liner to get that precision because of the angles. So that's something I never thought about would be useful, but I think that is pretty cool. And when I immediately started applying this, it felt so smooth, both the lip liner and the lipstick. Super smooth. This formula of lipstick is the Le Phyto Rouge, if you guys are curious. It says long lasting hydration. I don't know that this feels like hydrating, but it definitely doesn't feel like a dry lipstick. It doesn't feel like a matte. I do like the color quite a bit. It is a little bit different for me, but I think it's a good nude. A nice kind of a brown tone, getting into that 90s vibe, but not quite. Still a lot of coolness to it. So I'm a fan of this lipstick shade. I'm glad I picked it up. So I tried all my Sisley products for the first time, and I am definitely pleasantly surprised. I'm not going to be able to do a wear test on the foundation in this video because it's already pretty late at night. But first impressions, I'm liking it so far. I think the color is a little bit off, but I don't think I can go any lighter. I don't think there's any other options for me. I'm not sure like a neutral or a warm tone would be the right call either. So it's probably as close as I'm gonna get. I think I like the concealer. I think I like that it's a different sort of end result because it's a little creamier, it's not dry, it's not matte, and it's not really meant to block out your whole under eye, it just kind of highlights it. So not like a full coverage concealer, but different, and just a different aspect to add maybe on top of my concealer. But yeah, I like that my under eye doesn't feel completely dried out, which is nice. And then my lips, I think this is a really nice pair together, the nude lip liner and the Portofino lipstick, both really, really smooth. I mean, everything's formulas seem to be great. Foundation, I think I had to use like 6 pumps to get this amount of coverage, but this is my first time using it. I'll have to kind of adjust and see how it goes. I might even apply it with my hands in the future. We'll see. But everything looks great. My foundation doesn't look too dewy or too luminous, so I am happy with that. I like the finish of it. Yeah, everything has been great so far. I'm happy to show you guys the magic of Sisley. I've heard so many great things about their skincare and makeup, and it's just really cool to finally get to try some of their stuff. And I mean, look at this thing. even if there's not a ton of product. I mean, the shade is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, let me know if you have any questions about any of the Sisley or the Olaplex products that I picked up from Space NK. I will definitely have to continue using all of these products to give you a real full review, and also try the Olaplex in a separate video. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching. Please click like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.